friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I decided that I wanted to do a digital sketchbook tour because you seem to like the very first sketchbook tour that I ever did on my channel, which I posted a couple of weeks ago. I'll link that in the description, but it seemed like a lot of people enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the love on that. And so I thought, why not go through my digital sketchbook? So what I mean by digital sketchbook is basically all the art that I have on my iPad, because whenever I do digital art, I use my iPad. The program that I use for my digital illustrations is Procreate, as you can see here. It's opened up, and I've got quite a bit of stuff, so I can't wait to get into it. Just for technicalities, this iPad is the iPad Pro from 2016. It's the 9.7 inch. So it's pretty outdated. I also use the Apple Pencil. This is the first generation, so I am in need of a serious upgrade, and I'm gonna start from the bottom. I am a big fan of folders. I like to, I'm gonna start from this end, go forward that way up until the top. So starting here, I don't know if I should go through this one actually. This is Ian's work, so I don't know if he wants me to share that on the internet, so I'm not going to. And then we're going to go into this one. So this one is called Stickers. I have quite a bit. Going down here, this you probably will recognize. This is a sketch that I had done in my first sketchbook tour. I had done it by hand first, and then I transferred it over here and I put in the colors. This was in my shop for a while. So if you didn't know, I actually had a shop, a sticker shop, for some time. It started on Etsy and then I moved over to my own website. But when I got a 9-to-5 job, I couldn't keep up with both jobs, so I stopped doing the stickers and now I only do collaborations. I really liked it. It was one of the more popular ones because of course it's autumn and people love the autumnal cozy vibe, so that's that. And then the next one, this is one of my OG sticker sheets. This was from way back when. I don't really recall, but I do remember having issues with this when I was cutting them because these stickers over here were really small. So yeah, I had issues with that, but this was another fun one. It was campy style, which you guys know I'm a big fan of. Moving along, let's see. Ooh, this is another OG one. You also saw this in my sketchbook tour. I had drawn this out first, and this is more of a witchy vibe. I'm really into this vibe right now. If you haven't known, I've been posting a lot about it over on my Instagram and Patreon, but I really like this. I might actually take some of these concepts and put it somewhere else. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look how cute this is. So I think this was part of a promotion that I did during Halloween for my store. I did a few Halloween sticker sheets, but I wanted to also sell this one individual sheet, or actually include it in the package for free. So yeah, it's just a cute little kitty. There's not much definition on this, but it was cute. People liked it. Moving on. This is one of those Halloween sticker sheets that I'm talking about. I was sort of playing on ghosts and like simple little cute things that ghosts could be doing, like they're getting dressed for Halloween, so they have their costumes. This one is a little basic ghost, but I think my favorite one here is actually that cactus. It's really cute. This one, oh my gosh, I really like this one. This is mushrooms. It wasn't really popular in my store, but I love it, especially like the color scheme. It's really great. I hope my pencil doesn't die while I'm recording this. I mean, I can use my finger, like, come on now. Can we guess what this one is? I think this was also in my actual physical sketchbook. Christmas. Oh, this is also Christmas. This one was actually more popular than the other one, which I get it, because nature, it's a little bit more subtle. But this was like a holly themed sticker sheet for the Christmas time. I really like this one. I actually like this one more than the other Christmas one too. Oh my gosh, I love these. These are so cute. They're so simple, but for some reason, they really pop out to me. I think it's the color scheme that I picked. Like, this hoodie is really cute, and this gray sweater. Oh man, I miss making stickers. Those were a lot of fun. It was fun. The most fun is like making the color schemes, in my opinion. This looks to be a Bujo sticker sheet, which I did in 2019. This was to make bullet journaling a little bit easier, so I did some of those spreads. Nah, it's alright. This one you definitely saw in my other sketchbook tour. I had drawn this several times before it became actual stickers. These also didn't do well. I think I mentioned that before, but if you saw the initial color scheme, it was absolutely horrid, and when I transferred it over into my iPad and I changed up the color scheme, I fell in love with it. So I really like these, but I don't sell stickers anymore, so it's sort of just sitting here. This one was my absolute most popular sticker sheet. Everybody went wild when I posted this one because, of course, I have a bookstagram, so people were really into the bookish doodles. This one was my favorite. This one is my absolute favorite with the flowers coming out of the book. This one I had a lot of fun with. Ooh, yes, this was another really popular one. At the time, people were really into these campfire mugs. I think it's still popular, but it was a real big trend at the time, and if you can see, I put like funny little sayings on it, so like asterisk YOURE. These were really popular. Oh my gosh, these were also really popular. So these are alpaca llamas. That was also a big thing at the time. Very popular, and I just went very simple and just made different colors out of it. I think it's super cute. It didn't sell well, but people really liked it when I used to post about it. And last one. This one, I think I was just going on a whim and I wanted to make something really floral and experiment a little bit. Like, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I didn't stay in the lines. I sort of like splattered it out of the lines, which I thought was really cute. This was one of my newer stickers right before I stopped selling, so it didn't do as well, but it was very popular when I would post about it. I really like this one. Honestly, this is one that I would use most personally. Okay, that's it for stickers. Quite a bit stickers. These are really fun. Okay, what's next? Resources. Okay, so these aren't so fun, but we'll go through it anyway. This one is very recent. It's a GIF that I made for my blog, like my sidebar on my blog. So if you want to see what it looks like on my blog, it's there. But it's basically it's a GIF. And I actually made this GIF over on my Patreon. I did a whole tutorial on how to do this. So if you want to check that out, that's over on my Patreon. Again, linked in the description. This, oh my gosh, this is very recent. It is a doodle that I did for my Patreon. Again, I'm mentioning my Patreon a lot, but I do a lot of illustrations, digital illustrations for Patreon on my iPad. So this was a welcome post that I did for our private Instagram account, and all my patrons loved it, so I'm really glad. This is my end screen for my YouTube videos, so you'll see that at the end of this video. This was my former GIF that I had on my blog. It was the Clubhouse for some time, but then we switched it recently to the Coven, but this used to be on my blog. Pretty cute. Again, something very admin-y. This is for my blog, just a banner. Nothing too exciting about these. These are just, things that I made for my several social media outlets. This used to be my OG end screen for YouTube. It's really boring. It had like outdated links and stuff, so I no longer use it. And this was just my little banner that I put on all my stickers to show where my stickers came from. Okay, that's it for resources. Let's keep going. So I just have something called art. Okay. This one you've definitely seen in my other sketchbook tour. As you can see, I didn't digitally color this. I think I enhanced it on my iPad, but I didn't actually color it. This is actually watercolor that I scanned in my scanner and just transferred it over to my iPad. If you want to hear the backstory on that one, you can definitely check it out in my sketchbook tour. I just don't want to repeat myself. This is another one that was in my actual sketchbook that I just scanned and I enhanced. If you compare the two from the other video, you'll see that this is a lot more vibrant And I was going for that because I wanted to print it to make prints, which I eventually did. And I wanted to make sure that the color was really, really vibrant when I printed it. The exact same goes for this. I scanned it from my sketchbook and enhanced the color. Ooh, look at this one. This is so fun. So I guess I was in the mood for drawing some sort of creepy bird. There's that. This has to be around Halloween time, you know what I mean? Like, I can tell that my vibe was all about that at the time. Oh yeah, for sure. This is also, I think I had initially sketched this and then I brought it over into the iPad and then I colored it on the iPad. This was a print that I had in my store during Halloween, which went with the other stickers that I mentioned before. And last one, oh my gosh, a lot of people love this one and I do too. I used a reference photo for this, but it's basically a bird skull. Can you tell during this time I was into birds being skeletons? I guess. Don't know where I was at that point, but yeah, I really, really like this one. I like the fact that the background is black on like contrast to the bones. It's really cool. Done with art. I don't know why that one's called art as if the other ones aren't, but anyway, collaborations is next. Exciting. So I mentioned this in my there's a lot of repeats if you haven't noticed. I don't want to repeat everything that I said in the other sketchbook tour, so if you do want to hear more information on these, definitely check that out. But this was a collaboration with a subscription box that specialized in stationery, and it's basically stickers. Same goes for this. It's the same exact one. I just made them a little bit bigger and more refined. This one is a scan that I had enhanced on my iPad for a print that I made for a friend. Ooh, these are fun, and it wasn't featured in my other sketchbook tour. These are cups inspired by Harry Potter characters. I had done with a tea box collaboration with my friend over on Books and Leaf. I'll link that down below. She's fantastic. She's actually one of my patrons, which is amazing. She's super awesome. And yeah, this was a really cool idea that we worked on together. She did it for her Wizarding Women's tea box. So it's all women characters from Harry Potter. And yeah, just teacups based on their characteristics. You can see like Luna has the glasses. Ginny has that orange, that rusty orange color. Hermione's got the book because she's studious. I had a lot of fun collaborating with her on that one. I think this is also with the same company, Books and Leaf. She was going for a Greek history sort of vibe. I really, really like how this one came out. I made sure that the colors were very consistent and uniform. And I really, look at that. Gorgeous details. I really, really like it. And last one, what is this? Oh, this is just a very simple sticker sheet that I had done for someone who was working on their brand. She sent me the exact logo, so all I had to do was basically transfer it to my iPad, enhance it so that I can make it into a sticker for her. Alright, that's it for collaborations. If you happen to need stickers and you want to order wholesale, you can hit me up on that. Next is portraits. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. Okay, so this is someone over on my Instagram. He asked me to do an illustrated version of his profile photo so that he can post it as his icon, and it was really fun. He really liked it. He changed the background color to purple, I guess because he preferred purple. And yeah, this was really, really cool. This was right after I took a course. I think her name is Charlie Clements. I took a course on Skillshare where she taught how to do illustrated portraits. So that was the style that I'm going for there. I don't think this is even an illustration. I think this is just a profile photo. Don't know why it's in here, honestly. And I think this was my first self-portrait using that style that Charlie Clements had taught of me. At the time, I had really short gray hair. I still have gray hair, but we all know that's been grown in. I really like this. This was my profile photo for quite a while. And this was an updated profile photo of me when I cut off all my hair and dyed it black so that I can start all over. Yeah, you can tell I had gold glasses at the time. Let's see. Wow, I have quite a bit. Okay, so I think we're starting to get into the era of Patreon, so you're gonna see a lot of Patreon stuff. These were just illustrations that I did over the months as perk for being a patron, so let's get right into that. This, oh my gosh, this was a bookmark that I released in the start of ever launching my Patreon. I love the detail on it. Took some experimenting. I think there's a studio vlog where I showed my process on how I made this bookmark, like from design to print to mailing it out. So if you want to check that out, I'll link that below. But I love the pumpkin colors. Like you can see I differentiated the colors. There's little mushrooms. I just love everything about this. And of course, this was during autumn time, so it appealed to a lot of people. This is my first illustration that I did for Patreon specifically. I started my Patreon, and I still sort of do this, but I have themes every month, and that is how I found inspiration or direction for my art. So the first month I decided to go for coffee. The illustration that I sent exclusively to my patrons, they could use it for their use, personal use, whatever they wanted to do with it. This is like pour over, and I just had some flowers coming through the sides. The next piece here was a doodle sheet. So in addition to an illustration every month, I would also do a doodle sheet every month. Keeping with the theme, warm beverages. I did a cute little color palette, and these are different forms of coffee consumption, and maybe a teacup or a teapot or two just to fill up the space. I love doing doodles. That's one of my things. That's that for September Patreon. I'm sure the next folder is going to be October. Yes, it is. I don't even know why I'm using the pencil. I really don't have to. So the October theme was obviously going to be something spooky, and I can't even believe how on point this is to current time, as the clubhouse has transformed into a coven. As you can see, it looks very witchy. It's called The Little Book of Curses and Maledictions, and we've got ourselves a little witch here. You can even see I went for like a texture, like leathery almost, like an old vintage book, and I even used like a really dull green. So I absolutely love this. I might even bring this back just as a refresher. Let's see what this is. Okay, so this actually has no color, and I think the reason why I went in this direction is so that you can print it or download it and color it yourself. Again, a doodle sheet, so you can see some really fun stuff. We've got some teeth, a bat, pumpkins. Oh my gosh, this is really cute. I love everything about this. I miss the fall time. Oh, and I actually did it in color, so I guess I provided both. If you wanted my choice in color palette, or if you wanted to draw on your own or color on your own. I like my colors, honestly. It looks very Halloween-y, which I'm a big fan of. Okay, that's it for October. Moving on, we've got November. As you can see, it seems to be a default to have about 2 to 3 pieces per month. Look at this. Wow, so cute. Gather. So this is for the holiday Thanksgiving. Don't know if we're going to be celebrating that going forward, but I will always celebrate pumpkin pie, and I guess that's what I was going for with this. I do actually remember printing this out at work and hanging it at my cubicle. That was really cute. Cute times when I used to be able to decorate my cubicle. Now, not so much. It looks like the difference between this one and the other one is that the background is a little, it's colored here and it's not on the other one. So I guess for variation. And lastly, the doodle sheet. So as we can tell, my November theme was pie. And yeah, we've got a bunch of different pies here. We've got some cherry pie, pumpkin pie. What is your favorite kind of pie? Do you even like pie? Pie versus cake? Let me know in the comments. I think if I had to choose, I would probably go the pumpkin pie route. I'm not really a fruit pie fan. Untitled artwork. Oh, okay, so this is actually a graphic that I was working on for a gift guide. So I do a cute little curated gift guide every holiday season. Nothing special, it just looks like I took some photos off the internet and added it to a blank sheet. If you want to see this holiday guide, even though it's not the holidays, it's still on my blog. You can find it if you just search it. On to December Patreon. We only have 2 here, so it looks like, oh, this is cute. I love the color scheme of this. Usually when you think of holiday season, you think of green and red, but I'm not really a big fan of red. I went the green and silver route, which I really like. I love the little variations of trees. That's really sweet. Okay. Let's see what the other one is. It looks like trees. Yeah, a bunch of different trees. This is really cute too. I did go the red route here, but as you can see, I didn't use that commercial bright red. I really don't like bright red. Looks like I went for the more muted route, which I obviously prefer. And dark reds. We have a bunch of different textures, different designs, squigglies. And moving on, we've got January. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Woolly cozy. So it looks like I went for a little snuggly cute llama with its little scarf, and it's snowing, and it's so cute and cuddly. I have a thing with the llamas where I don't color them the traditional color of their fur, or yeah, their fur. I just think they look really cool when they're a different color, so I guess that's what I was going for. And it seems like my theme for January was cute animals, because look at this one. Look at that. I did each month as a cute penguin. Penguin because January it's cold, it's wintry, and January is the beginning of the year, so you want a little view into the rest of the year. We've got our little summer penguins with the bikinis. We've got Halloween penguin, Boo. How cute. Oh my gosh. I even did one with a basic coffee cup. That's a story behind that one. Patreon tiers. Okay, so this is self-explanatory. These are the images that I use for my tiers. I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of an update on them, making it a little bit more witchy to fit the witch coven vibe that we're going for now. This one is for the recipe tier, and I'm going to change that to a chalice. This one is the silent lover tier, which is going to be changed into a charm bag. I love these images, by the way. This last one is the content seeker tier, which I'm going to be changing into a cauldron. Wow, we're almost done. But let's go into this. This is a bullet journal spread that I created for my patrons. It is my current goals spread, so it's been really, really effective for me, and I did one for July for my patrons. If you want to know more about bullet journaling, I have a video about it. I have blog posts about it. You can definitely check that out. I'll link that in my description. But if you want any other tips and tricks that I haven't mentioned before, let me know in the comments. I can do videos on that. I haven't done that in a while, actually. All right, time for the last one. And this might look like a total mess to people who have no idea what this is. But if you do, and if you don't, I'm still going to explain it. It is Animal Crossing. So it's basically my island. I am trying to plan my island out. So I went and I found a template of the island, of my island, the way that it's structured. And as you can see, I did some sketches over it. All I did was sort of like map out where I wanted what. We've got some sketches on where I want certain buildings. So this is just to help me plan out. As you can see, I have some ideas at the bottom. Haunted circus, cemetery, witchy area. As you can see, I'm going for a spooky vibe with my island, so we'll see what happens. And let me know if you do want to see my island. I might end up doing an island tour when I ever finish decorating it. Right now, I'm nowhere near close to finishing. So yeah, that'll be a while from now, but let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, go ahead and like it. If you want to see more videos by me, go ahead and subscribe. I will be posting videos every Friday from now on, which is blowing my mind, but yeah, thank you so much for supporting me and watching my videos every week, and I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you in the next one.